Orders are as follows. Good morning, guys, and welcome back to our Horizon Forbidden West playthrough, where I'm directly close to the base, and I did do another run in the Dun Hollow, I believe is actually called. Let me just check, where is it? Yeah, Dune Hollow, actually, not Dun Hollow. And I did miss apparently one data point from that big area that was underwater and that we had to clear the water. And it's Merasur Suite from Dominic Ploshko to Stanley Chen. Stanley, I just spoke to our broker, not brother. Sweetwater prices will likely increase again this week, meaning it will be very tough to close the budget gap on the second strip project. I think it's time to pull the plug. It's hard to believe what we offer a closed climate system that's 99.9% efficient, but we can't afford the reservoir. We need to start it up. What we did with the fountain environments just isn't repeatable, I guess. Not with today's prices. Sorry, I know you'll be disappointed. Damn. Okay, so that was the only one that I missed. So let's just get Poseidon back, and possibly we're gonna have some conversation available, maybe after this. Unless we do have conversations now. Nope, not seeing for the moment. Okay. Gaia, got you another.
Welcome back, Aloy. I see you have recovered Poseidon.
Yep, and looks like you have. Okay, I need to put Poseidon in. I wanted to see what she has to say, actually, but I don't have the prompt. Now, what will this help with? Anything?
Aloy, can you come downstairs? Beta has something you need to hear.
Okay. I'll be right down.
Aloy, I have managed to unlock additional rooms within the facility.
Got it.
Nice, not bad. Also, I did get another data point. The Lumiere Grand incident.
The primer node shut down now. I think the last time I was down here was during the Lumiere Grand incident. A malfunction led to an overflow of detergent in the pipes. Suds rose from every fountain. As we frantically tried to fix it, I looked up and saw everyone in the lobby chasing bubbles the size of basketballs. Young and old alike. Another magical moment in the impossible city.
Yeah, that's nice. I would have probably done the same, actually. Right, Gaia?
Hey, Gaia. Me again.
Welcome back, Aloy. Where shall we resume?
Well, apparently question about the subordinate functions. Yep, Poseidon.
Were you able to make use of Poseidon?
Yes. Many rivers, streams, and lakes associated with the regional watershed have been detoxified. As a result, red algae growth levels have seen a marked decline. According to my data, however, it appears a localized occurrence of red algae continues to persist near the coast.
Maybe I'll look into it when I can.
Was that a nod about burning shores? So that's where the name comes then? Huh. I don't know why I expected actually to be like fire and all that, but maybe it's gonna be that as well. What else about Poseidon?
So, Poseidon spent the last 20 years hiding out in Las Vegas. From the data I found, it seems the city had an advanced water reclamation system. Is that why Poseidon went there?
Most likely. In an effort to protect itself, Poseidon sought out a safe harbor where it could access water supply functions. There, buried and encased in a protective dome, it could guard against any threats.
Like 3 Oseram showmen?
I suspect that was not the first time it felt the need to repel trespassers.
True. Okay, that's about it about Poseidon. So, how's our progress? Companions?
So there's a few people here now, and they're learning. All about you, the ancient world. Almost like what was supposed to happen before Apollo was purged.
Yes. While the loss of the Apollo database was catastrophic, there is still much that can be gleaned from the data you have uncovered. For instance, Varl has been reviewing the last recorded entries from those who perished during the Pharaoh Plague. Hearing their hopes and fears made him quite somber.
Anything I should be worried about?
I do not believe so. I have elected not to intervene, to allow him to process this on his own terms.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. And what else about the old world? Some of the discoveries I made?
When I dove down into Vegas, I found data about the man who built the dome over the city, Stanley Chen. It turns out he was a member of Far Zenith. But if he loved Vegas so much, why did he abandon it? Why not try to save it?
The Zeniths, at their core, have proven to be exceptional survivalists. Faced with overwhelming odds of extinction, they chose to flee.
Even still, what he achieved. Water to the wasteland, an entire city brought back to life. 1,000 years later, the whole place was still on standby, just waiting for someone to come along and wake it up.
Yeah, so I'm not... I kind of disagree with the fact that he abandoned it. From the logs that we heard, didn't sound like that. Like, he tried, but in the end, like, you know, there was nothing else he can do.
I should be going.
Goodbye, Aloy.
Okay, thank you guys for the conversation. Oh, I'm gonna have a machine strike available. Did the machine strike player just happen to stumble into the base? Which quest do I have selected? Okay, it is the main quest.
Yeah,
Talk to
that's
Val.
the stuff.
Oh, it's actually Errand.
Welcome back.
Wonder if this is just for practice, or he's gonna count towards strike players that you can play and get rewards. Because I'm thinking something similar what how it was in The Witcher 3 with I believe Barnabas was his name in Blood and Wine, that you could play Gwent just to play Gwent for practice, you know. Anyway, anything else on the Sons of Prometheus?
Did you find anything out about the Sons of Prometheus?
Yeah, my contacts are looking into it, but nothing yet. Plus, I have the Vanguard checking Chain Scrape and Barren Light, in case these guys are moving any supplies through there. But if they are, I'll bet they're being careful about it.
Yeah. And they have focuses too. Makes it easier for them to evade guards and patrols.
Hold on. Way back when we first met, you came looking for me in Meridian because you detected Olin's focus with yours, right?
Yeah.
So does that mean that if I go back to the Daunt with this...
You could scan for other focuses.
And if an Oseram is wearing one of these, they'd have to be a part of that Prometheus group.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I've been known to have those once in a while.
Just let me know if you find anything.
You got it.
Just from time to time. Okay, looks like we can ask more about the Sons of Prometheus.
You should know. Silence is involved with the Sons of Prometheus. He's the one who gave them the override tech to begin with.
Why doesn't that surprise me? That's probably all part of some master plan, huh?
At least we know we're good at wrecking those.
Damn straight.
Okay. I'll probably check off screen with Strike.
Let me know if you find any Sons of Prometheus in the Daunt. I'll keep scouting those rebel camps.
Be careful.
Okay. Zoe, anything? You don't have the exclamation mark on top of your head. I'm just gonna check.
Thought I heard you
together.
come in.
Nope,
I should get going.
nothing new.
May you unearth that which you seek.
At least for now. Maybe after I talk with Val, I'll probably have to do a check again. Okay, there's the shuttle. This is the normal. Okay, Oh, why is this not opening? This was the room that had the secret door. Kotalo. Maybe
You
you
look
don't
like
have
you've been
anything as
busy.
well.
As do you.
Well, actually, I can ask about the training.
Anything else you've been looking at with that focus?
Gaia showed me the knowledge you recovered out in the desert. I am no chaplain, but I'd be curious to test if something I read is true.
What
Which
is it?
is?
The old ones believed one could hear the great waters, even in the middle of the desert, if you carried the carcass of a water animal with you. They called them seashells.
Ah,
That sounds kind of gross.
okay.
I better head out.
Be vigilant out there.
I thought it was something else entirely. Right, I'm gonna go through here because... Oh, looks like I still can't get through this door. Okay, so there was Cthulhu.
The door's unlocked now. There's a lot of equipment in here. Gaia, what was all this for?
This room was designed for management of the facility's vast seed banks. From here, control center operatives would have monitored new crop rotations into the automated farmlands, now known as Plainsong.
I see.
Looks like there's a log here. Caterpillars and chrysalises. Oh, it's an audio log.
I've been tackling the design of the Ag Lab. Place is gonna have a lot of seed stock to work with. My favorite? Sample 626. Calotropis gigantea. The crown flower. We used to have one in our backyard. Butterflies always fluttering around. Every morning, August would run out there to check under the leaves. See if any caterpillars turned into chrysalises. Now, I'd like to imagine that the future will be filled with them.
If only. If only. Unfortunately, no. Okay, what's with the holoprojector?
According to this console, there are still thousands of plant samples stored deep below the facility. I could ask Gaia about them the next time I talk to her.
Well, looks like we're gonna have another conversation, right? With Gaia. There's the spear. Not seeing any exclamation marks. That's towards the exit. Okay, I think I made full circle. No, I can check this off screen, I'm just curious. Oh, I can make some of the overrides here. Yep. So we're back. And the battle back, so I still need for the wide maw. I need the tusk, plowhorn. Need 2 more of them. And the rest, yeah, I still need to do the other cauldrons. Okay, Gaia, do you have that conversation available by any chance? Yes, you do.
Welcome back.
I'm back, Gaia.
Hello, Aloy. What would you like to discuss?
About the old world. Regarding this place and the lab I just found.
I found some data in one of the rooms you unlocked. It mentioned that there are still functional seed banks beneath this facility. Why is it there?
My predecessor was tasked with reconstituting the biosphere with primary and secondary plant species. Had everything gone according to plan, humans would have eventually been able to introduce tertiary species, including new crops.
Can we access them now?
Unfortunately, it will have to wait. I require control over the machines in order to access and distribute the preserved seed stock.
And for that we need a Festus. It's something to look into later then.
Yeah. Because
I guess I should get going.
As you say. Be well, Aloy.
likewise, Gaia. Yeah, I'm assuming once those plants are out, some of the machines are just gonna jump on them and destroy them. Alright.
I don't think that door had power before, but looks like it's malfunctioning.
I was curious about this one. It's gonna be open or available
Looks like
to be
some
open.
kind of maintenance space.
Okay. Have some supply boxes. Where is this gonna lead?
I wonder where this leads.
Okay, again to the right.
Power cells? Huh.
Huh. Let me guess, I'm gonna have to take them somewhere. Yep, alright. So there are 2 available. And I need 1 here.
That door won't open. But maybe if it had power.
All the way ahead of you. And where the hell did I end up? Okay, these loops in this area. Really?
Hi! Happy birthday, Isaac! Daddy sure does love his little big man.
She found that recording from the data on your focus. She's been watching it a lot. I think it helps calm her.
Yeah, damn.
You know, I used to watch this a lot too. Whenever I wanted to take my mind off things.
Daddy sure does love his little big...
But there's something you need to tell me?
While you were gone, I came down here to check on her. Then we started talking. Right, Beta? She's been thinking about how to capture Hephaestus, studying the data Gaia gave her. But we started talking about some other stuff. You know, just getting to know each other, right? And then she told me that one of the Zeniths might be different from the others.
Tilda.
Different
We
how?
saw her at the Hades Proving Lab.
Go on.
On the way to Earth, the Zeniths never showed their faces. My servitor caretaker referred to them as my benefactors, and promised I'd meet them someday, when I had learned enough.
And then?
One day, a data channel opened in my training interface. In it, Tilda was waiting for me, in a virtual replica of a house on a cliff, overlooking the ocean. It was beautiful. She showed me paintings, books, media files. We met there in secret many times. But a few months later, it stopped.
Can you tell us why, Beta?
I found some data about Tilda at the Hades Proving Lab. I think she was the liaison between Far Zenith and Zero Dawn. She knew Elizabeth Sobek, that's for sure.
Maybe that's why she reached out to you?
Okay. I'm curious, what were the paintings and the files?
You said Tilda showed you paintings and let you access media files?
Every time we met, she showed me a new painting. I think she was Dutch. All of her favorite pieces were from their golden age in the 1600s. Portraits, allegories, ships at sea. She had so many.
They didn't interest you?
I liked her media portal. It had so much more than my training interface. Clips, shows, holos. My favorite was this one called Second Time Around, about a family whose kid comes back after disappearing during the Hot Zone crisis.
Right, but did this portal have anything about the Zeniths themselves? Anything we could use?
No. Any information about them was redacted.
I see. And what about the house?
So this secret virtual space looked like a house with an ocean view?
I could see whitecaps and hear waves crashing on rocks below. And there were gulls crying outside. Inside, Tilda had frames that showed off her favorite paintings, changing at intervals to match the light. There was an armchair she liked. She'd sit there and gaze outside while I looked through her things. We spent hours in that house. I never wanted to leave.
And the data channel? You still have access to it or something?
You said that Tilda reached out to you using a data channel?
It appeared in my training interface as another assignment. When I opened it, there were a series of intermittent glitches. I realized they formed a transpositional cipher. Instructions on how to open up a new virtual space. When I entered it, my training interface disappeared. Instead of the usual holographic teachers and files, I was in a perfect recreation of her home.
And you're sure the other Zeniths never knew about it?
To them, it looked like I was still in training, toiling away, alone.
Yay. What else can you tell me about Tilda herself?
What else can you tell us about Tilda?
She liked to talk about her paintings.
What about herself? Did she ever talk about her life on Earth, how she joined the Zeniths, something like that? She never said much about herself, and she hated it when I asked too many questions. But I think, back on Earth, she was an expert programmer, given that she built a data channel the other Zeniths couldn't detect. Is there anything else about her that we might be able to use to our advantage? She was the first real person who ever bothered to speak to me. I wasn't really assessing her for strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah, understandable. Why do you think she cut you off? Maybe they actually found out, the other Zeniths?
So Tilda set up a secret virtual space where she could talk to you, a house on a cliff. Then later, she cut you off. But other than the fact that Tilda knew Elizabeth, you don't know why she did those things?
I don't! Okay? I thought of every possible reason that would make her leave, but whatever I did wrong, I don't know what it is! When I finally met the others, she ignored me. Acted like the data channel never existed. None of this even matters. Tilda's the same as the others. It won't help us defeat them.
Okay. Let's leave it at that then.
Hey.
What's wrong?
I'm trying, Varl. But she is tough to take. I'm out there in the wilds, risking my life every day, and all she can do is hide in there and tell us how hopeless it all is. I'm sorry, she's had a rough time, but she is really not helping right now.
You always seem to be on top of everything, so I sometimes forget about what you've been through. I mean, it wasn't that long ago you were so banged up you couldn't even walk. About that. When I pulled you out of the water back near the proving lab, you were muttering Rost's name. You never talk about him, but he raised you. Trained you. You must miss him a lot.
Of course I do. But I don't have time to think about that now. I need to get back out there.
Okay. I'll keep working with Beta. Gaia says she knows a lot about Zero Dawn. And maybe she just needs some time to adjust, and then she can help us with Hephaestus.
Sure. But I won't hold my breath.
Okay, not what I expected. Can I actually...
Oh,
No, I don't think you have anything.
Aloy.
I'm just gonna double check.
Hey, I just, wanted to see how you're doing.
I'm fine.
And look, about earlier.
Forget it. Was there anything else?
Okay, that actually changed a bit, but... You do have... extra stuff. What else have you been up to?
So have you been able to make use of your expertise?
I guess so. Gaia transferred a lot of data on Hephaestus to study.
And? Any insights?
It looks like it's been modifying its code, increasing in size and complexity over the years. There's a lot to analyze still.
Okay, well... keep at it, I guess.
Are you getting along with everyone?
So have you been upstairs at all?
Not really. Varl sometimes comes down here to talk. He keeps asking if I'm okay. I thought he only wanted to know about my productivity, but... it's almost like he actually wants to talk to me.
Yeah, I think he does.
Besides Varl, anybody else?
Have you talked with anyone else in the base?
I speak with Gaia. She asked me how I'm feeling and my opinion on various topics. I didn't expect that from an AI.
That's all thanks to Elizabeth. She believed Gaia had to care, not just follow her programming orders.
I know. Independent emotional processing enabled the previous version of Gaia to create you, after all.
Yeah. I guess so.
Okay, any more questions about Tilda? if it's something new on these ones, because I'm just gonna ask again, just out of curiosity.
You said
that-
Tilda showed you paintings and let you access media files? Every time we met, she showed me a new painting.
Yeah, I think that's the similar.
So this secret virtual You said that Tilda reached out to you using...
Yeah, okay, it's the same. I don't know why it's showing, but
That's
sure.
Good.
Unless, again, the last few lines, 1-2 lines, were actually new. It's kind of annoying that the Aloy says the same things at the start and then...
It's a little loud, Aaron.
I know. It makes you want to punch something. More like someone. You're the one that helped me find it. People make mistakes.
Guys. Very nice. Okay.
The
looks like
rebels know
can
exactly where to hit us.
double check
Mind
with
if we
the
have
rest.
a word?
Of course not.
Anything else on the training?
Must be strange, seeing everything through a focus now.
I can see machines like never before. Their strengths and weaknesses simply reveal themselves to me. To think that such a tiny object might be the most powerful weapon I've ever possessed.
Anything else?
What do you think of this place? It must take some getting used to.
It's an efficient center of operations, and an acceptable training facility. Though it could use some more... color.
Duly noted.
In due time, maybe. Regarding the companions?
Does it still hurt?
It comes and goes. I try not to think about it, but its absence is always present for me. It's difficult to explain.
I can't claim to understand. Only empathize.
Then you have my thanks.
Right, Gaia, can we do something about his missing arm?
Have you spoken with Erend at all?
I've had little chance to. I did see him bring some ale from out east.
That stuff's as bitter as salve-brush.
You get used to it, eventually. In fact, I wouldn't mind a drink myself.
I'm sure Erend wouldn't mind sharing.
Sure, go ahead.
I should get going.
If I can help in some way, say the word.
I will. Thank you.
Okay. So?
Aloy,
Hey, how's everything going?
I am well, but Varl told me Beta's having a hard time adjusting to life here with us. I wish there was something I could do to help.
I'm not sure any of us can.
A tree won't bear fruit in a day. We'll do our best to make her feel welcome.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we can do right now. Okay, let's ask about the companions.
Are you guys training with Erend as well?
If you count trying to stick a spear in his gut as training, then yes.
Are you serious?
Of course not.
Good.
I was going for a couple of broken bones. He called the Utaru leaf grazers. Laughed at the idea of us simple farmers being formidable fighters. Before I knew it, he and I were battling it out in the common room. The man is slow, but he can throw a hammer around. Don't look so worried. We're evenly matched. For now. Next time he's going down like a load of boar dump.
Just try not to kill each other.
Injuring his pride should be good enough.
Or break stuff around here, guys. Come on.
Is there anything I can help with around here?
Oh, no. We're doing fine.
Are you okay?
You and Varl have been friends for a while.
I like to think so.
Yes.
I was wondering, what do you know about his mother?
Oh,
That
so
bad,
no.
huh?
why do you want to know?
He's spoken of his sister, Vala, but I noticed he avoids talking about his mother.
She's the war chief of the Nora. Best warrior the tribe's ever known. Tougher than a Thunderjaw, but she could be pretty harsh at times.
I see. That must have been hard on him. Thank you for telling me. I feel silly not being able to ask Varl directly.
I wouldn't worry about it. He's probably afraid Sona will scare you off someday.
I'd like to see her try.
Future game, or maybe later on in this game. How's the training going?
Found anything else combing through that data?
Varl and I have been looking into the animals of the old world. Apparently there used to be thousands more species roaming around than there are today. Can you imagine that? I'd give anything to see them, even as holograms. Though I know that without Artemis or Apollo, that may prove difficult. At least I can find comfort in knowing Gaia used many of them as inspiration for her machines. Her memory honors them.
Anything else in the training?
What are you going to learn next?
I'm not sure. I asked Gaia for suggestions, and she brought up data you found on something called a... museum? From what I gather, the old ones would store knowledge in them for all to see and learn from, like you've done here for us. Maybe one day more people will be able to use this place to learn the way we have.
That sounds... crowded, but nice.
Okay, let's talk about the Zeniths.
The Zeniths did a number on Beta. But she seems to trust Varl.
I still can't believe she told him the Zeniths are immortals. Old ones who cut themselves off from the cycle of life and decay. I've never heard of anything so selfish. To deny our dying bodies to the earth. To doom the life that would bloom in their place. It's despicable.
I mean, they wanted this,
I should get going.
so...
Good luck on your search.
Alright, well...
Hey, got a sec?
Of course.
Okay, regarding the companions, let's start with that.
You feeling okay?
I was just thinking about Beta and all that time spent with the Zeniths. To think someone would make a person just to lock them in a room to use when needed, like some sort of tool. Elizabeth Sobek sacrificed herself for the world, and yet they have no trouble treating Beta like a slave.
Another reason we have to stop them.
I'm wondering... I mean, her name is Beta, but I'm wondering if she isn't actually the first clone that they made. Maybe she's like the second because it's called Beta. Maybe they had an alpha, or she could be like the first clone they made, and it's called Beta because Elizabeth was and had Alpha Prime clearance, so that made her Alpha. Just curious. Right, let's talk about your training.
How's training?
Discovering something new about our past every day. When we first met, you asked me if I ever wondered what this world looked like when the old ones lived here. I thought it was strange at the time, but a lot has changed since I left the Embrace. Now I'm just trying to make sense of everything I thought I knew and versus everything I know now.
The change is hard, but it gets easier over time.
Right, now let's talk about the Zeniths.
It's hard to believe we're dealing with the original Zeniths. The same ones that left for Sirius 1,000 years ago.
To live on for so long, it doesn't seem natural.
Because it's not.
That weapon we found where Beta was hiding, any chance we can use that against them?
Sylens made sure that wasn't an option.
Why would he build something to hurt Far Zenith, yet allow them to capture you?
With Sylens, there's always an angle. We just don't know what it is yet.
Right. Anything else on the Zeniths?
What do you make of this Tilda the Beta was talking about?
Well, the way she described it, I can't shake off the feeling that Tilda wanted something from Beta. Maybe because she's Elizabeth Sobek's clone? But whatever she wanted, I don't think she got it. If we knew what it was, maybe we could use it to our advantage somehow.
I don't know. I don't think Tilda and Elizabeth were on the best of terms.
Oh well. At least we can take some comfort in knowing the Zeniths don't trust each other.
Maybe.
Right, and regarding Rost,
You brought up Rost before. I do think about him. You know, he was all I had. And he brought me up the best he could. Not only that, when Hades discovered who I was and sent the Eclipse after me, he sacrificed himself so I could survive. But that seems like ages ago. So much has happened since. What I'm doing now, I don't think he could even begin to understand it. The Sacred Lands were all he really knew. So I can't let myself dwell on him. Not with everything I have to do.
I understand. Sometimes when I think about my sister, about what she would have become if she had survived the Proving, it hurts. And I just need to bury it for a while. But only for a while, Aloy. You can't ignore it forever. Memories always come back. The ones that matter, anyway.
I know. But for now, the mission has to come first.
Fair enough.
God damn. Right. Pleasure talking with you, Val.
I should get back out there.
We'll be here if you need us.
Errand?
Aloy. Is everything all right? It seemed like you and Varl were down in that basement for a while.
Yeah, everything's fine, I guess.
Well, okay. What can I do for you?
Anything else regarding the companions?
How are things going around here?
Hey, you tell me. Varl's new girlfriend tried to kill me earlier.
So I hear.
I made one joke about how they, eat grass a lot. How does anyone fight with nothing but tree leaves in their stomach anyway?
From the looks of it, the Utaru.
Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting her to be that fast.
Just try not to get hurt.
Or break stuff around here, guys.
I see someone's been playing Strike.
I'm just trying to get some practice in. Helps take my mind off things.
You should try playing Katalo. It's a Tanakh game. Maybe you'll learn something.
Oh, sure, Tanakh. Sure you won't try and kill me if I win?
Pretty sure.
Not 100%. That might happen. Okay, let's continue with the companions.
Do I smell ale?
I brought some over from Chain Scrape. With everything that's been going on, I thought we could all use a drink. Besides, there is nothing that brings people together like a good brew. That's what my sister always said, anyways. You're more than welcome to have some.
Maybe another time.
Hey, how's your training going?
You still sifting through loads of data?
Yeah, it's interesting. There's lots of words. I thought maybe I could try finding things with more, pictures in it. Not much like there, but I did find out about these holofilms. Like images put together to tell a story. They were made to look like they were the real thing. The Oseram like shows. I bet they pay a lot of shards for those hollows.
Well, yeah, indeed. But anything else? Besides discovering movies?
It seems like you're getting a hang of this data thing.
Yeah, it's been helpful. When I could make sense of anything. I did find the old ones enjoyed a good brew like the rest of us. Only they let machines serve the stuff in bars. They even let the damn things cut you off before you saw the underside of a table. And that's half the fun. You won't see me letting a robot serve me a pitcher anytime soon.
Yet.
I should get going.
Back to reading, I guess. Do be careful out there.
Likewise. If you're gonna head out and search about the Sons of Prometheus. Okay, Gaia.
Plugging in that power cell downstairs must have turned on these holograms.
Oh, actually, they changed stuff around here.
I wonder what it's like being in space.
Was this
It sounds
always
very
here?
lonely, if you ask me.
Huh. I really did not see it at all. Right, and actually Gaia, it's on the other side. I just want to double check with Gaia to see if she has more to say now that we've spoken with Beta. Yeah, apparently
Hello
she
again,
does.
Aloy.
Hey, Gaia. I'm back.
So I see what is on your mind.
Well, it's the questions about the Zenith and about their identities.
The Zeniths. Gerard, Eric, Tilda, Verbena. Beta said they were some of the most powerful people on Earth. I think Elizabeth knew one of them. Tilda. Did she ever mention her to you?
No. Elizabeth often spoke of her work, or told stories of her mother and her childhood. If she knew this Tilda, she did not disclose it with me. What we can conclude from your and Beta's experiences is that the Zeniths are ruthless in pursuit of their goal. To protect life on Earth, they must be stopped.
I guess we'll try. And regarding our progress, about Beta.
So I talked to Beta. Didn't learn much.
It seems to me you did. From what she describes, the Zeniths controlled every aspect of her life, even as they shunned her. This Tilda was the first person she ever had contact with. An abrupt severance of such a relationship would be very emotionally damaging.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Thank you for the conversation, Gaia.
See you later, Gaia.
Until next time, Aloy.
Alright. And that should be... Right, we go to the meter, 2 points. But I'm not gonna go to the meter just yet. We're gonna clear some of the quests around here. And we're gonna start with John Hopes. So I can finally clear it on this side. And then of course get the black box. And oh, looks like there's a new quest here. Which settlement was this? Camp Nowhere. Looks like find the origins of the ornaments. I have quest here and new quest as well in Dune Hollow. So it must be active. Alrighty then. But that will be for next time. I'll double check, maybe change scrape, plain song and whatnot to see if there's any quest available there. If I'm gonna be in range, and then yeah, I think we're gonna start at the, what was it? Karja camp here. And just do John Hopes, get the black box, and we'll see what other side quests I'm gonna focus on. Because yeah, I want to clear some of these out here, and then of course we have new quests here to take. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode, guys, and I'll see you next time. But as always, don't forget to take care.